Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Hello teacher, hello class. How are you today? We hope you are well. My name is Juan Daniel Jaramillo and my classmate is Alejandro Gonzalez. Today we are going to talk about Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Our presentation is ordered as follows. In the first part, we are going to talk about his biography. In the second part, we are going to talk about his life. In the third part, we are going to talk about his works. And in the fourth part, we are going to talk about his honors. Hello teacher, hello class. My name is Juan Daniel Jaramillo. I am 18 years old. I am a student of the Bayers University and I am topographic engineer.
Hello teacher, hello guys. My name is Jose Alejandro González López. I am a student at the Universidad del Valle in topography engineering.
Why did we choose Gabriel Garcia Marquez? We choose Garcia Marquez because we want to talk about someone that has made major contributions to the academic field, and he was the well-known Gabo, the first Colombian that won a Nobel Prize in Literature. Biography. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was born in 1927 in Aracataca, located in a tropical region of northern Colombia, between the mountains and the Caribbean Sea, and his death was on 17th of April in 2014 in Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico. He grew up with his maternal grandparents. His grandparent was a retired colonel from the Civil War at the beginning of the century. Gabriel Garcia went to a Jesuit college and began to read law, but his studies were soon broken off for his work as a journalist. In 1954, he was sent to Rome on assignment for his newspaper, and since then he lived abroad in Paris, New York, Barcelona, and Mexico. Besides his large output of fiction, he wrote screenplays and continued to work as a journalist. His best work was 100 Years of Solitude, 1977.
Life. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was born in Aracataca, Colombia. He and his parents spent the first 8 years of his life with his maternal grandparents. Later, they moved to Barranquilla. He received a high-level education, although he studied law. Garcia became a journalist and earned his living in his profession before reaching literary fame. He worked in Paris during the 1915. He read a great deal of American literature. In the late 1915 and early 1916, he worked in Bogota, Colombia, and then in New York City for Prensa Latina. The news surveys created by the regime of Cuban leader Fidel Castro. Later, he moved to Mexico City, where he wrote the novel that brought him fame and wealth. From 1967 to 1975, he lived in Spain, but he also spent much time in Havana, where Castro provided him with a mansion after being diagnosed with cancer in 1999. Garcia Marquez wrote the memoir Living to Tell the Tale, which focused on his first 30 years. He returned to fiction with memories of my melancholy wars.
Works by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Left Storm and Other Stories, 1955. No One Writes to the Colonel, 1961. A Neville Hour, 1962. Big Mama's Funeral, 1962.
Innocent Erendira and Other Histories, 1972. The Autumn of the Patriarch, 1975. Chronicle of Adair Foutul, 1981. Love in the Time of Cholera. The General in his Labyrinth. Honors. One day asks to Garcia Marquez, "Why do you write?" He responds, "That my friends love me a little more." With this praise, he defines his vocation. He was the author of the most important novel in the Castilian language of the 20th century. In 1922, Gabriel Garcia Marquez received the Nobel Prize in Literature, where was mentioned for his special attributes of an author's work, highlighting its originality, influence, and cultural impact. The novel 100 Years of Solitude gives Garcia Marquez an international honor of great magnitude. The novel translated to a lot of language. His novel, The Autumn of the Patriarch, was meant for this narrative and his epic well. New generations of readers continue to buy and read the novel. A good number of history published in different collections or IR magazine provide additional proof of Garcia Marquez's narrative talent. His new work, Gabriel wrote, was considered by many people around the world. It was an event of international significance and was translated and published in numerous languages.
Now you will see a video about Gabriel Garcia Marquez receives the Premio Nobel of Literature.
Certes, vos romans et vos nouvelles sont d'ordre général, ce qui revient à dire qu'elles sont une portée et une signification humaine de cet ordre.
Sus novelas y cuentos son ciertamente de un valor general, es decir, tienen un alcance humano y un significado universal, pero no son abstractos. Sus obras se distinguen muy al contrario por una extraordinaria expresividad y una concreción realista a las que ningún resumen abstracto puede hacer justicia. Lo mejor que yo puedo hacer aquí es recomendar vivamente la lectura de sus obras a quienes no las conozcan, y eso es lo que acabo de hacer. Con estas palabras, le doy la cordial enhorabuena de la Academia Sueca y le ruego reciba el Premio Nobel de Literatura de manos de Su Majestad el Rey.
Gabriel Garcia Marquez was a source of pride for Colombians for his great appreciation and his achievements in literature because he was the first Colombian to win a Nobel Prize for Literature until now. Through his magical realms, he showed what he was made of erase the name of the country, its people, and its Aracataca people.